guys, today I want to do a video of a Yacine's channel and that's new. So that's what I'm going to talk about.
We're going to be going over the most recent TCG Tournament result deck list that happened this past weekend. So we got Nationals in Europe as well as Regionals in the US. The first one is the Croatian Nationals. It's not the biggest one, 146 players, but still something worth looking into. Yeah. And we only have one deck list, which is branded, but it was won by branded Dragontail, which is pretty much unbelievable. Considering how much people were talking shit on the deck when we got the ban list, everybody thought that it was going to be dead. No more incentive to play the deck when branded is just a better deck. But it won a YCS in the hands of Jesse, and Jesse is the GOAT. He inspired a lot of players to play this deck.
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
Having like incredible success with this deck right now. So this is the first of many, by the way. Do not expect that this Dragontail, player to be the only one who did well, this past weekend. So very impressive. Again, huge shout out to Jesse, huge shout out.
And that's what I got to show you. If you know the deck inside out, you can do really well with it. And he proved it with Dragontail. As well. As it get to your trade.
Mate, I hope I'm not butchering your name. And like I said, the only deck list that we have is branded here, but obviously we have a lot of other regionals and nationals to go over. Anyways, the first thing that I noticed here is a bunch of hand shops and a bunch of non-engine in general. So 6 hand shops, if you include the Magnamut. There's no Sarunir in here. And then 3 Super Volley, 3 Phone the Virtuous, called by the Great Talent. 8, 11, 14. 14 on engine, that's pretty good. I think Lucas Sacco was on 13, and he was on...
I'm just wondering, that was on that side, and another one on that side. Anyway, as for he's not playing the, the old spell for the deck, which is the, what you search, blended, not blended, which is the, different serpent. Interesting choice, with that's best. Also, he's not playing the, what's up, that spell card again? The one you search the, please comment on below the one you search the, card detector hand one.
3 Fua, 3 Super Volley, 3 Forbidden Crown, 3 Phone the Virtuous, and a Call by the Grave, if I recall correctly. Okay, this is a little more, and it's also, I think, a little less consistent because
and
there's no
as well.
And also, we're playing more bricks. We're playing Golden Sword Soul, Trevor gets Brigand's Kit, so we can hand loop with Omega, which is pretty nice. So obviously, the ceiling of a deck like this has to be off the chart. So if you don't brick, you're playing a better deck than most branded builds. And we're obviously playing the Dogmatic Ecclesia with a 3 Nadir Servant. I'm really happy that people are on this package because it really makes playing through hand shops so much easier. Like it does. Fair. It gets you to 3 disruptions by itself. Anyways, Peru National, and this one was huge. I actually followed this one a little bit, and I was happy with through the whole thing. Apparently, it doesn't have too many bad matchups right now. It's still like I can play 20 hand shops, which is good. And you can play 17,
I agree on that.
We're been checking literally all of them, and of course, America always bound to have some.
Me personally, I don't like to play hand shops over it, but some people play hand shops and I don't mind it. Me personally, I like to play hand shops, but sometimes I do have sometimes to do, sometimes I don't. Depends on how I feel. Like it a little bit. That's what I put out there.
Some spice in it.
But now about the video. It's yummy. Okay, this is very interesting. This is very interesting.
I'm really happy to see that this player has a brain.
This is very interesting to me. Because you will recall in the last bandits, he did the yummy. And then, oh, Big Yummy is dead. And Khalil is not dead. Oh, anyway. This is actually a really good deck. Even when you got one number, which I kind of a little bit disagree. I still don't get it in this one. I can't do it's for the cool tunes, but it was just for the deck anyway, so it wouldn't even matter that much. Anyway, yeah, play a bit. Nice. So you get to do the wait, that it? You get the next one, and then you have about 10 here, plus the engages. So that's about.
So 3 cookie, 3 lollipop. This is them.
And you got like 12 Omega stars in the deck, which is actually for yummy. Well, that's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's not too bad at all. That gives you about 82% chance and you get your full combo, which is actually really good. To win. Well, also you have the bean spin, and you also have the bean spin, but then and to get that one, and then they get the that, and you can obviously get full yummy combo that. So you get about that plus that equal plus this and as well that equals also that's also combo as well. That's also a combo as well. Uh, that equals that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So that's that's 17 combos actually. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. That's actually that gives you the ability to 17. That's about over 90% chance you get your full combo, which is really nice. That's really nice.
What you want to be doing. You don't want to play 2 and 2 in this deck. Like you're just gonna start breaking. Like you definitely need to see your caps. However, one thing that I'm not a big fan of is the lack of a peer race map in the main deck. I think I'd probably main deck at least one, but he's side decking one, which is respectable. Then again, you definitely want to see Cup Yummy as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Even though the ballast felt like it changed the deck, it didn't really change. It's just that the deck, instead of opening Cup C, you're opening Peer Race map, which honestly doesn't really matter all that much. So I would have just replaced the 2 Cup Cs with 2 Peer Race map, and then call it a day, and then the rest of my deck.
Yeah, Yummy's far from that. It's not far from that.
There's no Dominus Spark whatsoever, because this is the deck that can play Dominus Spark, since you only play light, actually, monsters. I guess
you can actually,
good. And also, he's mixing hand traps and war breakers, which is a perfectly respectable approach. So
I agree.
9, 12, 15 hand traps, as well as 5 other.
I think the approach. I do respect that. Very well.
Hand shots that you can cover with cross out. Again, it makes a lot of sense. So kudos to this player for doing well. The extra deck is literally perfect. I was on the same extra deck before. The only difference is that I was main decking the Link Spider instead of the Elmirage. But apart from that, the same thing. And the side deck.
If I was meant to be Yummy, I would probably did the same as well. But the only difference is adding more engages with the deck. But that's about it. That's about it, really. That's the only weird change, really. But the deck. But yeah. So.
I think this is a little too
a little more.
I don't know if dark rulers are there, like 2 dark rulers, and then 2 Drolls, an ogre, a bell. I'm not sure if you necessarily need to do like a second ogre at this point. Maybe like it can make sense if you can justify with your siding patterns.
Yeah.
And second place, Fairy Tail. And this is also
Fairy Tail.
This deck I think it creates on people's.
I don't know much what Dragon Tail. I mean, Fairy Tail. I don't know something the deck does, but I want to take a look at it. Fairy Tail he has.
Best. Like out of every deck out there, post game 1, it can access Cosmo Queen, the Queen of Prayers, and destroy the Fairy Tail field spell. There we go. To search Secret Village, and this is kind of expected to be a board breaker format. 12 hand shops with 3 Super Poly, 2 Droplet, and the Cobbled Bridge. So 18 out of 42. And the consistency is honestly not a problem for a deck like this. There's no Metamorphosis, which is something that this player easily could have done if he wanted to, but he also doesn't have to. Anyways, Automatic Razor, nothing too interesting here. Side decking 2 Droplet.
Go back into the video. Go back to the Dragon Tail here. I don't know much about Dragon Tail. Here. I forget this is also started. It's also started. The deck is but below. I don't know much about the deck, so let me know.
2 Kaijus. Friendly reminder that it should be 1 Santa Claus, 1 Kaiju. So
yeah. Oh, come on! Stop using floodgates on your opponent. It's so big to get banned. or in some point in the other version, in some point in the other. But
Draw both, you can use both.
well, but in the video, can I choose?
And the rest is very standard.
I suppose so.
The exact same thing for months. It's ridiculous. Or maybe.
And then this Doom Z. Okay, this
I
is
love
Doom Z.
it. Okay, I would have.
This is a very interesting Doom Z here. This is very interesting.
Main deck the Call Grid if you're committed to main decking talent, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Okay, only 2 Drastias and 2 a mouth, and yeah, we're main decking. We use.
Oh. I said but it's less. Yeah, I agree on you saying. I do agree on you saying about this one. But to get simple, there's no call by the way with this one, which is very interesting. But you could be, it can be done in the sense that in this list as well. Definitely, you can. And I'm assuming you need to put in player bets. I gotta say on your square, so which is fine. Multi full times 3, 2 trolls, skills. Okay, that's best. Player bets, player ban. 2 more virtuous. I suppose, yeah, play 2 of that. Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
That's very nice because otherwise the deck's combos are optimal.
It acts in the side? I suppose so, yeah. That can be good. Anyway, and I always play Santa Claus in the side. And Kaijus? Interesting. I'm just wondering, why Santa Claus? You such that. Please comment down below if you could get such Santa Claus with Doom Z.
Rotation, and shoutouts to Shinping for thinking about Chicken's game. There's no chicken game here, but apart from that, pretty much the exact same thing. And then Solemn Accusation, this was the side deck card that Itipat used and actually told me that it was completely broken for him. I can't really confirm because I don't really feel like this deck loses to Board Breakers post game 1, especially since you can spell cancel if you side deck the package. There's none here, but he easily could have found extra deck space for it because honestly, I don't really think you need Dark Ceruvim or Irisfield. If you understand the combos very well, this should actually never come up in any of your lines going first, but going second, it can make sense, especially if you're trying to out Liger Dancer, but there's no Typhon in here, so we're really just making our own life a little more miserable for no good reason. And yeah, you definitely don't need Clockwork Knight. Dugaris is fine. I guess if you're not playing Super Poly, it also gives you a little more extra deck space. Branded Despia with Figialis Harmonia! Let's freaking go!
This is straight up my opinion. I don't experiment with the card in itself, but Harmonia is but it plays in the future substitute. Let's fucking go for that one. For the Harmonia,
I've been saying since day one, this card is nice in branded. It is.
Also, I can see that, but
does
still.
Lulu Balilith, and then end phase you summon Ecclesia, which searches Fallen Virtuous. Right away on your turn, when you start your turn, you got Harmonia on the board with Ecclesia. You're not restricted under anything, but you can only use the effect of monsters that were synchros that were summoned from the extra deck. There is a little loophole. You can summon Mirror Jade and then off, and then revive back with Guiding Quem, and then you can use
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, with your level 7 tuner monster,
it's better than
make it
Harmonia. I can see that you play a Harmonia in the main deck and in the planet deck. But in cool terms, not much. I don't say any surgery with that. One, Harmonia is a non-tuner monster, so you gotta use much against that. So, but in Planet though, a little twist to it. I do like that.
Card is a nasty board breaker. It's such a freaking good card. I love it. And also, if you got some banished dragons, you can even go Hydros Harmonia.
In my personal opinion, this is my personal opinion about it. That's why.
You can special one of your banished dragon monsters. Sometimes you can have a banished Fallen Valbaz, and you can interrupt your opponent even more. Honestly, I think even with the restriction of Hydros Harmonia, this deck is still very competent. So this is
that's what I'm concerned about as well. That's what I'm concerned about.
So Jonathan, let's freaking go, man. You killed it. The side deck, I think, is a little too chaotic, again, to my liking. Way too many one-ofs. I'm not sure if I understand anything that's going on. This is a one-of, this is a one-of. Why main deck one jewel inside the other? And then one Nibiru, okay, the one Magnamut, obviously, the one Duster, sure, the one Lightning Storm, fair enough. One Mistaken Arrest, really? And then one Thrust, one Talent. It's not even like you can say that the normal spells and traps are searchable by Thrust. Like, you might as well just play a second copy of them and now play the Thrust at this point. Like, Harmonia definitely should be explored a little more in the brand.
Yeah.
Nothing too spicy here. I think a big tech that people have started noticing is
Thank you. You don't need to play Malonia in your Kuntu deck. What I said before, that's in there. And then you keep going from that. But two of the spells. Okay, that is very interesting. I was in the trip game for fire, and the latest one, he plays two of the spells so because they keep extending and keep going from that, which because it is struggle
the fact that people are now playing two field spells in the Killer Tomb deck. But it's nothing too spicy, it's nothing too interesting. Everything else is super standard. Chaos Angel is there throughout Dimensional Fissure, but you can kill through Dimensional Fissure. So sometimes it doesn't matter. Like back to back has 3200 attack, gets through crazy recursion, and the side deck freaking Mind Crush is on.
Oh!
We can think about Prohibition with.
I want to say population in that deck as well because that will be mind flash with it. Oh my god! I would be surprised if he went flush with it as well because that would be nuts. That nuts. No. You did not know about Coultons. Coultons get actually can see your hand. When Mike goes with it, you're screwed. And that's that. And you get screwed with that. He said that is spicy. I like that. I really like that.
DD Designator, but Mind Crush? Okay. I mean, it hits all the copies, right? So if your opponent has two Dark Rulers or two Lightning
also,
that example.
Also, you can use Mind Crush and say if you have what has a board like that, or to build it in your hand, you can say Mind Crush and then call the build or something like that, maybe. And so you say example, and then you kills the build almost completely. And also, you can do population. And then screws your opponent's hand really well. Really well.
But yeah, you just go Mind Crush, call it. Obviously, you're looking at your opponent's hand, so it's always going to work out. And you don't need to look at your opponent's hand again. So the errata with this card, or rather like the ruling errata, doesn't really change anything. Two Santa Claus, which is incorrect. It should be one Santa Claus and one Kaiju because Kaijus are better than Santa Claus. Again, you just don't want to have you want to be able to use.
Depends if it's searchable or not. And this is not searchable. I can't agree of the point of view. But depends if it's such a bad of it. Kaiju is a good card, Kaiju is well in Santa Claus. But it depends if it's searchable or not. If it's not searchable, then you have a bad point there. But if it is searchable, then you just do that as well. There's what we don't know about this set and don't care about. He's not playing the what's it called again? The level 8 sequel monster. Use it in the oh, what's it called again? It's not a tricky thing about Papaya. He plays a level 8 sequel monster, so you could search a trap and for the deck, a cover trap of it, and then that would be really good. That's really good for the deck. So I'm surprised he's not playing that card. He can definitely make room for it. Maybe you give it a type form, maybe. Replace it with that sequel monster, and they can put the cover drop in the meat or side. So that's what I think. That's what I think. That's what I think it is.
It actually did happen in testing for me, and it is a miserable feeling. Usually, you lose the game every single time you go Kaiju pass, or when you don't actually break your opponent's board, but again, like you always want to be safe rather than sorry. So please do not do something like this. Do one Santa Claus, one Kaiju. Just make sure that you don't have like multiple Kaijus, because that makes no sense.
Playing games on PC, do you ever wonder if someone had a clip with download Metal, then go to
I agree.
Another Doomsday deck list. Okay, this one is way heavier on the hand shops. Main decking the Magnamut and the Shifter. Honestly, the more I play this deck, the more I realize that I'd rather have them in the side deck. Honestly,
yeah.
My opponent's deck is.
Yeah, I gotta agree on that one. But with this next, That's way better if you could just play Bubble approach or play more gas approach. Not a hand approach. I suppose that you kind of play a hand approach, but the way I think about it, it's better as a full gas approach or the regular approach. Your choice.
It's not like I'm shotgun
Still,
shift for
though.
a second. And going first, what am I gonna do? Like shifter and then combo, or combo and then I keep a dead shifter in my hand and I just use it as discard. I'm a little iffy on this card. I think it kind of sucks. It is what it is, right? But everything else, pretty nice, right? Fall in the Virtuous, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
and it's whatever. Ultimate Slayer, I think, is completely fake. Like, what are you citing this against? I mean, your opponent doesn't know your extra deck, which is cool. But then, like, it's not like you can play this against Xyz-based decks. There's pretty much nothing to send, and also you're not playing the best targets for Ultimate Slayer. You're not playing Malong, and you're not playing Entis. So I think this card, if it's just like a fair 1-for-1, that gets you like the Fall in the Virtuous targets in the grave, it just completely sucks. You might as well just not play it. And the second Adrusty on the side, I don't really think you need to do this at all. Like, there's virtually no lines, and I'm working on the spreadsheet right now, but there's virtually no lines where you ever even want to consider a second Adrustia. So it really just makes your deck a little more clunky for no good reason. Like, literally no extra gain. Again, the two Drastias I'm not a big fan of. Mal's fine if you only play two, honestly, and everything else is fantastic. Anyways, Craft, I don't understand. Like in humanity.
Let's fucking go! Man, I love that card. I remember I had to call it over there. I tried this card in August, and it didn't even work for me. It didn't work well for me as well. But yeah, that's funny.
It is diabolical, and then Talon Combat Grave, completely useless extra deck. Literally doesn't matter. You're never gonna summon jack shit. If you summon anything, there's a problem. Typhon might be the only exception. Like, I can kind of understand the world in which summoning Typhon makes sense, but everything else, maybe rank 9 monsters, but no, we're not doing this. I'll Fall the Virtuous, I guess, right? With Fall the Virtuous, flip, there's I guess Crackle. Who the frick is gonna summon Crackle against any craft? You might as well just play as many targets as possible instead of just 3.
I love it.
One on their turn, one on your turn, and then like your second Fall the Virtuous.
If you don't know something about that, basically you choose 3 cards in 4 player stacks. Put that face down. And then you flip it 1 minute at a time. Whoever's the highest attack wins that one. What we do, whatever lose instead of that battle goes to the graveyard, which destroys the graveyard. And that card goes to your hand, and you do that up to 3 times. And then hit the bit with Alien Craft. You can reveal any Alien Craft monster except the ones you revealed. And you can put something in the Alien Craft monsters from your hand to the field. Put something to the field. Because I remember in the special battle, you don't get the effects off of from the hand, but you do get effects off of you get on the field. Because then when you get on the field, you do your opponent's turn, then your own turn, which is actually really funny as well. And also, you can use such a spell such as this, which is absolutely murdering people with that, which is actually really annoying people with that.
This is what you need.
So that's
the only thing that I think is noteworthy. Everything else is like whatever. And then Dean Fisher, this deck has to be obnoxious to play against if you're playing Killer 2. Absolutely obnoxious. Anyways, German Nuts. This one was gigantic. Not as big as France, obviously. France was like 3,000, but this was almost 2K players. And the top cut was really stacked as well. 3 Sky Striker, 3 Killer 2 the event, by the way.
Let's go!
And then, yeah, one brand.
My third favorite deck.
Push Soul, okay, which also made top 16. And Malice, which made top 16. Your boy, if I can find him, Rico. Oh, shit, my boy also made top 32 with Killer 2. Oh, that's a great performance. Let's freaking go, Philip.
Let's go.
I would have been happier if you won the whole thing, but it's fine. I'll forgive you this time. Okay, so for the deck list themselves, we had Yummy, Pure Yummy, in...
Pure Yummy? Pure Yummy? What? What this? Oh, that's full combo, that's Richard doing Yummy full Yummy combo, what the? Yo, that's good.
Okay, so Dotscaper obviously is a 1-card combo in the deck, but
And that's 10 plus this one, and that's 11. And these three, that's 14, 16, 18, and 18. Oh, wait, that's 3. And it's 10 then, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 more combos. Nice. That's pretty good.
Is it really worth it? You can go normal summon Dotscaper, make the El Mirage, and then, or Link Reborn, obviously, and then revive back, and then you can make Cutscene. Everything is a one card yummy combo when you think about it, so yeah, make your deck better? I don't think so. And then, yeah, 3P race map, Obedience Schooled. What the hell are you doing when you go uninterrupted? It feels like your end boards are just strictly worse than Yummy Fiendsmith. And also, it's not like you're playing a more consistent deck. The Fiendsmith cards, they're not bricks. All of them are full Yummy combo, and also you're doing Fiendsmith combo at the end. I just feel like this is completely unnecessary. There is no reason to play pure Yummy over Yummy Fiendsmith other than Obedience Schooled. It's literally the only incentive that I can think of. And I guess your extra face is not as tight, so you can play Super Volley. Literally, that's it. I can't think of anything else. And there's Julius, a boy with Dragon Tail. Okay, he's been on the deck for Infinite. Joshua with Killer Tune. Felix with Radiant Typhoon. I saw him on the feature match. That was awesome.
I also did as well in the Pure Army as well. In the Pure Army, no engages. What? I don't get why you do not play engages in your deck with that? That's also your combo with that. And
literally, that's it. On the feature match, that was awesome. Vanquish, okay, so we're definitely going to be going over this deck list as well as the other two. So Philip and Michael, main decking Super Volume for Secretarion, Theseus, and Mud Dragon. So you know what? Who needs Garura? And also, I guess people are giving up on main decking the Forbidden Crown. We're seeing more crowns either in the side deck or just nowhere at all. This is Sky Striker. Desire is an upstart. Thank you.
Thank you, God. Play for the Desires and upstart. You need draw cards in your deck. You need a lot of draw cards in that deck. Also, I want to such a fit forward and it plays not this one, but it's another one as well. And it plays hand destruction as well, which is good. You could play that with, but nah, this is not bad approach. This is a much better approach out better than the other one did. And it plays 2 element guys. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. He plays 2 element in the deck. Okay. I guess I didn't say more about that. This is actually a good approach. So
these cards are nasty in the deck. Absolutely nasty. You definitely should be doing something that looks like this. I think this is as perfect as it gets for like a Sky Striker deck list. Like I can't really think of any ways you can improve it. Right? We're playing the Ash, the Jewels, and the Bell with a cross out so that you can cover literally all the 3 hand shots that beat you. And then we're maxing out on consistency. We're playing 41 cards, but I think that's fine for a deck like this.
Yeah, I agree. I have a agree.
Branded matchup, the 2 Luminous Gates so that your grind game is completely insane. And the extra deck always...
Nice!
The Azalea Temple.
That one as well. Nice!
And I don't know. I mean, it looks really good. I know that this card is really cool, the Amatsu. And there is also the combined maneuvers, engage zeros.
I forgot something. But so 2 zeros. Most segments I've seen in Skywalker, so you place 3 zeros and say 1 0. But I didn't see that in 2 zeros.
Nice. Okay. With our Charmer, I don't know how often this comes up for you, but that's nice. And then obviously the Fallen of Virtuous targets. Soul Release for Thrust against the branded deck. Sphere Mode against Doomsday. Killer Tune with Fallen Virtuous. Yeah. This is also a very popular tech. And side decking the Reframing, but apart from that, everything else is very standard. The Poland National Tournament, the only deck list with Killer Tune playlist on the side deck. It outs Chaos Angel, which is nice. And it justifies your interactions a bit more. There's probably
there you go!
Specific...
That's the talk about I talked about it before. And that's the sequel monster I mentioned before. That's the sequel. Of it, and the cow trap as well. It's really good. It's really good in that deck. And again, why are you playing for Virtuous? Why are you playing for Virtuous? You don't need into the deck. You don't need it.
The reason why this card is played is
that tuna. It's not a tuna.
Player, and I don't plan on changing this anytime soon. Anyways, the Ecuador national. Okay, so Juan Sebastian, great player, and he won the whole thing with Killer Tune. He's also a UDS champion, by the way. And then we have Fairy Tail in the final. So this is the second time that Fairy Tail gets second place at a South American national. The other one was in Peru.
Oh,
South
what's
Australian
okay?
State Championship. But yeah, Ryan Sloth, world competitor, so shoutouts to him, with our patron. I don't know if this is like the MVP version or the one that makes a board when it goes first, but either way. And then Brandon and Killer Tune, these are the only deck lists that we have. Okay, I mean, it's pretty standard. Side decking even more board breakers, and main decking, Ash, Fua, Magnamode. We see like a mix of handshots and board breakers very often, honestly, this format. And this is no exception. One random super volley. You can always use it as a cross-out target. Definitely not. Godos is insane. What? I really have to more.
Is that one of the Kaijus one? Yeah.
To the
oh my god.
I remember I wanted to make a video on it, but hey, Seattle Regional. Oh, that's insane. Jaden, yo, the goat, man.
God, don't trade! Choo choo! Choo choo! Oh man! What trade? Let's fucking go, man!
Also, Jared Glassman, very good player as well.
Oh my god! I wasn't thinking to look at trains.
Played Nadir Servant and
so. Oh my god!
And also, he had like more interesting decks here. So obviously, Fairy Tail, Magistus, and the trains, and Elfnode Branded. Greenfield Regional was won by Rizzo Mitsurugi. And the only deck list that we have is
is that
here. Researching Black Garden, okay, which we don't play. Banish it from the grave to revive back a Dragon Synchro in your grave. Crystal Wing.
That's yeah. That's fast.
140 players, but 6.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Almost no diversity at all.
Cool
Shout out to Anthony Zhu. Damn. He played Dragon Tail. Never mind. No shout out goes to you, Anthony. Jordan played Doomsday. But this makes no sense.
In the UK, SIM cards are expensive.
Well, we can pick up today.
Since free internet technology already exists, why keep letting emails hold you hostage?
How many good players out there?
Did we actually get the players right? What the hell? Everyone else was on Killer Tune, so Jib, I actually despise that deck. Stop looking at my hand. It belongs to me, not the both of us. We got this year, but Killer Tune, one Mitsuru, one Sketchworker, one Malice, one Brandon, one Elfwood, one Jim Z. Regional.
Oh my name.
Okay, so we got Killer Tune and the Killer Tune. Wow, how exciting. Oh my god. Yes, exactly what I wanted. Okay, some board breakers in the main deck with all these Juizworm.
And it was one
and we have like infinite decks. Dragon Tail, Mitsurugi, Rizzo, Brandon, Forest, Elfwood, and Power Patron. Pretty much the exact same thing as a Jesse, Rizzo, Mitsurugi. 47 cards with Incantation, Chalice Slime, Talismandra, Dominus Spark. Crazy how crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
There's Brandon Despia. Very similar to like what Lucas Sacco played.
There we go.
In the site.
There you go. That's the stuff that I was looking for and trying to figure out before over the bread that the last one.
That is.
Oh my god.
Azamina White Forest. It barely plays any hand shops. If you go.
Yeah, let's go. That's what I really wanted to see. I wanted to see a deck list. No one's played before. Maybe in the next one. Except for the years ago. I wanted to see White Forest or completely different decks and never tried before. Anything really well.
Getting FTK'd. To be fair, everyone's playing board breakers, and I don't really think that this deck suffers too much with board breakers. Your end board going first is just completely unfair. Plays like an okay-ish amount of non-engine. The engine itself is like very strong, so going second against
the
and you can turbo out the Abelzi so that your opponent can out super volley you, can out crown you, can out droplet you, which is nice. But you're gonna eat a Dark Ruler, which you can just negate with a trap card, so it don't matter anyways. But your opponent might have
we don't talk about
that. Right? So I'm not gonna waste too much time. Okay, so this one played by Aditya, very similar to like the deck that.
Let's fucking go! He's playing in the Bedroom Treasure. As a number one got started for the deck. Beautiful!
Jones played main decking Sloth and Lechery. So again, friendly reminder that if you play board breakers over hand traps and you get paired against a deck that looks like this, you are completely and utterly screwed. But it only plays with 3 Super Volley, 3 Crown, Cobble Grave Talon, which is actually a lot. And just about the same ratios as
as well. He plays a lot more ball breakers and then send hand shots, which is good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, that's a lot for decades. Mega dangerous for this. And then going second, you just remove like these bricks. The recapture going second.
And then put the hand shots
maybe
on
you
the side.
on it.
Interesting choice.
Hand shot super easily.
You could. I think you don't have to. And if you could, you can take out these three here, and then take out put these four cards, and then put swap it that swap it these ones and these ones, and put these in the side. That way, you can actually say, "Oh, go second. Okay, point the board," and then I say die. It's much faster than you think. It's much faster.
Board breakers will never beat you because you're just preventing your opponent from summoning from the extra deck, and your opponent cannot activate spell cards under Lechery. I mean,
yeah, I kind of agree. It's really good.
6 more Charmies in the side. Holy shit! With 3 Ash, 2 Nibs, Lightning Storm Duster. I don't know what the Meows are for. Aditya is a good player, so there definitely has to be a good reason for that. It's just that I feel like the card completely sucks right now. Like, what are you setting this against? It's not good against Killer Tune, obviously, whatever.
I think I know one deck, and I think it gets Nauis, maybe? It's like that, probably Malice. Probably Malice. I think it's Malice. I think it's Malice, though. I think Malice.
I can make some very good boards and not really care about Meows, but if you do Meows me, I'm probably not going to go like for the whole combo with Spell Cancel and everything. So it might actually get you to what you want, especially if you can like combine it with board breakers. But if you also draw too many Charmies, it can be like very inefficient. So I don't know. He's only playing like the high impact hand shops like Joel, the 9 Charmies, and then the 3 Ash and 2 Nibiru with very high impact board breakers. So it's a very nice deck. I understand why people do well with it. It also looks like it's relatively consistent. It's more of like a 2-card combo deck, I think. But Vidra is a 1-card combo, Chi Obscure is a 1-card combo, and then Terminus is a 1-card combo, and Pendulum Treasure is a 1-card combo, as well as the Vidria. So we got 13 true 1-card starters, and then we also have like the Archmage, Vandalism, Assault, and the 2 Meters of Pure. Okay, yeah, no. This deck has like no real consistency issues. It's like 16 1-card starters with a lot of 2-card combos. Like you can draw Nervido, Shade Beast, Star Patron with else. Like Gilberto, for example. Like this is also full combo. So yeah, every path leads to Rome. Anyways, Olaf Regional, Lucas Sacco, the man with Brandon Despia.
Brandon
YCS, and he could have gotten first place. Now first place at the regional. He is on fire. And another red deck list and Killer Tune. So we're just gonna go over both of them real quick. Nothing too interesting, but
some of it is so much standard.
Accusation evenly in the side, evenly not too bad. Okay. Prohibition, Forbidden Crown. Okay, so this is like the deck that is very similar to like what the trick mix of hand shops and.
I sort of agree that that's when in the good deck. I sort of because it's a good idea. It's better to have it as after tournament set. You can use it a double feature. So yeah. Also, the plays the Prohibition and is not by Mind Crush. Interesting. You could play Mind Crush and the Prohibition in the deck if you want, but yeah.
Yeah, so this is like the deck that is very similar to like what the Shrimp played. Mix of hand shops and board breakers. You're main decking all the hand shops, but you're also playing Fall the Virtuous and like Call by the Grave, and then you're side decking all the board breakers. So it definitely makes a lot of sense. It's just that the side deck, obviously, Trip also cited the playlist and stuff like that. Rosemont Regional, 540 players. Oh, it was pretty big. 9 rounds, huh? Okay, so Elf Note, Power Patron, nothing too interesting here. Side deck.
Yeah, that's
Reading Typhoon, Sky Striker. Okay, Sweat, Eldum, the one Shan, pretty standard. Frederick Regional, Shannon won with Dragon Tail, Magistus branded. Oh, that's awesome. And then Steven Gleason with branded. Okay, and then Archmage and branded Despia. Those are the 2 deck lists that we have. So I don't really understand the Archmage deck all that much. This is like a hardcore board breaker deck. 3 Crown, 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Eclipse, 3 Super Poly, and a Talent with 3 Fuas. So going second, this deck has to be absolutely filthy. And also, we're citing, hand shops and stuff like that. Bestials and the Seldom cards for going first. Yeah, pretty nice deck. I feel like Sky Striker has, like, so many good matchups right now. A lot of
it does.
Complete deck cards against it. Branded Despia, nothing also too interesting here.
Oh, you mean evil! That's evil! That's evil!
Santa Fe Regional. So, a lot of people have just complete deck cards against it. Branded Despia,
That's just plain evil. That's just plain evil. That's evil.
Interesting here, except for the Christie on the side deck. And finally, Santa Fe Regional. So the only deck lists are Killer Tune as well as Elf Note, and it was won by Malice, even though Killer Tune was the most represented deck in top 8. Also, nothing too interesting here, Killer Tune playlist and reframing. And finally,
Yeah, that's it.
Heroes in the Elf Note Power Patron deck. I think this is completely overkill. It's a brick. And two Secret Village in the side deck. Okay, you got a hard drive. There's no way to search it if I recall correctly. It's not like you're playing Ancient Fairy Dragon with another searchable field spell. But that would have been super awesome. I mean, the Fairy Tale deck can do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know how you feel about the TCG format in the comment section below. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.
Say baby me as well. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and also join the way with your day. And how do you feel about this format? And also, try to watch your day. This is you, Super Monster, sign off today. Bye.